When I first started to dream about visiting Japan years ago, my top destination was Akihabara. But things change over time. And apparently so has Akihabara. It's more mainstream and touristy these days. You can't make the bargains that you once could, and maybe it's not really as hardcore otaku as it once was. But I still think that I'm gonna have a really geeky day today. Akihabara electric town indeed. There's so much electronics here. That's actually pretty good prices for hard drives. Man, I'm tempted. I need terabytes and terabytes of storage. For my videos, that is. Not that I'm downloading stuff. I just walked past the Amyami figure tower, so of course I had to check it out. 7 floors of anime figures, but yeah, nothing that I wanted. I got my hopes up when I saw that they had Genshin Impact figures, but yeah, 20,000 yen. Nah. Nakano Broadway is definitely better if you're looking for anime figures. That's something I've learned during my stay in Tokyo at least. Another store I just passed by, lots of games and figures here as well. There was actually a really good price on the Eye figure, but yeah, I didn't really like the design. And I was sorely tempted by the Asuka, but I want Asuka Soryu Langley and not the new one. This store, Kotobukiya, was really cool, and I finally find some stuff that's not anime figures. In theory, I should look for really expensive things to buy home because it's cheaper here, so I would save more percentage-wise, but I'm not really looking for that. Instead, I mostly want to find stuff for a couple of thousand yen. You know, cool random stuff I can keep on my desk, or in general, just cool stuff. I've heard that Super Potato has gotten pretty expensive these days, but it's still a pretty awesome place, with an awesome name. 1 floor of retro arcade games you can play, mostly fighter games, but still pretty cool. And then 2 floors of retro gaming mania. Lots of Final Fantasy, of course, or maybe that's what I'm looking for, so that's why I see it. And I like the Virtual Boy that says defective, yeah. Isn't that the default state of a Virtual Boy? And of course, there's a lot of crane games in Akihabara. I didn't really have to mention that, did I? Easy mode, I like the sound of that. Maybe I should try this one and I'd win something for once. That sign is a little bit weird. Eat me like a doll. I don't know how to tell you this, Japan, but you don't eat dolls. Warhammer seems to be surprisingly popular in Japan. There's a whole store for it in Akihabara. Okay, this is gonna be a complete rip-off, but I see a Genshin Impact gacha, so 500 yens, let's see what I get. I knew it, a bloody Beidou charm. Maybe I can give it away or something. I love the range of stuff they have here, everything from Holo to Goblin Slayer to Darling in the Franxx, but I don't like the prices, to be honest. It's still cheaper than buying it in Sweden, but nah, not gonna pay that. And here's yet one more store with several floors of random things. Nakano Broadway was huge, but it was filled with a lot of small stores filled with random geek stuff. Akihabara, on the other hand, seems to be filled with a lot of these gigantic stores, also filled with random geek stuff. I think that a store that has mystery bags and explicitly mentions souvenirs isn't the right place to shop. I swear, there's gotta be some sort of dimensional twisting inside that Animate store. I entered in one place looking for figures and stuff, and then I ended up in a manga section, and then I ended up in a different manga section on the way down. What happened to the figures? So I was walking around looking very lost and confused in the yaoi section. They apparently have robot bouncers to the crane games. To be honest, I think that actually might be a better idea than having girls handing out leaflets at the sides. I think this is the best game at the arcade. A Japanese train simulator. Why don't we have this on PC? I think I know some guys in Stockholm who would love this arcade. There's a bunch of different Maid cafes here, and to be honest, I'm starting to feel like lunch. Maybe I should give it a shot. I mean, it is awkward and it is a bit silly, but it's pretty fun too, especially when they have performances going on. Everything at a Maid cafe is, of course, very moe. That includes the drinks and the food, but I ordered a beer, so I don't think they can make that moe, even if they try. Is that adorable or what? Now I'm totally gonna ravage this cute cat. That sounds very bad, but I'm gonna eat it. That sounds bad as well, but never mind. The main idea behind a Maid cafe is that you're in a magical dreamland where everything is nice and everyone dresses cutely and everything's nice and cute. It's basically what many Westerners think that Japan is in general. I especially like how there are no toilets in Dreamland. There are flower gardens instead, so if you have to go there, you ask for the flower garden. It's a bit cheesy, it's a bit silly, but I think I like Maid cafes. Not that I would go to them all the time, but once or twice is fun. VTubers are really big in Japan. I didn't really have a concept of how popular they are until I came here. I guess that I shouldn't forget to mention all the card shops as well. I mean, it's not really my geekdom, so I tend to forget about it. In Akihabara, there's a really cool place called Mogra. Now, why am I talking about Mogra in my hotel corridor? That's because I'm not gonna bring this camera with me. Yeah, and not the mic either, so I'm just gonna post some nice clips from Mogra here and let you decide, is it a cool place or not? Tonight they have a special all about old anime songs, so yeah, I'm gonna be there. And if I don't hear Zankokuna no Tenshi no Tese, I'm gonna be disappointed. Anyway, I'm gonna grab my jacket and head off, and I hope that I have some cool clips to show as well while I'm talking. Otherwise, I've done wrong. As usual, there's about a million things more to see here than what I've covered in this video, but I think I'm gonna call it quits now. I hope that this gave you a little bit of an insight into what you can find in Akihabara at least. So yeah, you know the drill. Like and subscribe, but most importantly, remember to stay geeky out there.